How did a 49-year-old Christina Chapman manage to defraud hundreds of companies and funnel the money back to North Korea? And why? 1976. She was born in Busan, South Korea. Her dad was stationed in South Korea as a U.S. Marine. By the time she was 5, her parents had separated and she was in America. She was constantly moving between her parents and changing schools every year. She endured physical and emotional abuse from her father's girlfriend, as well as severe beatings from her older brother. Her most stable and compassionate relationship was with her mother, who was her source of emotional support and love. After graduating high school, she gave up on her dream of going to fashion school and had to work meager jobs just to make ends meet. Some years later, in 2018, her mom was diagnosed with renal cancer. Now it was up to her to support her mother. With this new catalyst, Christina was determined to make enough money to support her mom, so she enrolled and completed a computer science boot camp. Around 2 years later, in March 2020, about the time when the COVID pandemic started, Christina Chapman received a message on LinkedIn asking her to be the US face of a company and help overseas IT workers gain remote employment. She saw the opportunity and started applying for jobs on behalf of the overseas IT workers. In total, she got jobs at over 300 US companies, including some in the Fortune 500, using the stolen identities of around 60 Americans to facilitate the process. She would receive the salaries to her own personal bank account and then wire the money overseas to the North Korean operatives. Christina was raking in money, yet she knew what she was doing was wrong, and the operatives would not let Christina go. They knew she was in too deep to easily get away, and they had a complex system of VPNs and stolen identities to keep the fraud running for a long time. For the first time in her life, Christina was financially stable. Over the course of 3 years, Christina Chapman earned around $17 million. May 2023. A computer shipped to Chapman's Arizona residence from an insurance company for remote work triggered concern after a suspicious internet service provider based in the Seychelles in Africa tried to log in. The company's security blocked the connection, probably using a service like Okta, and turned on the computer's camera, capturing a screenshot of Chapman. By October 2023, the FBI was surveilling Chapman's house because of a search warrant that was granted when Agent Cody Rarer saw a TikTok video posted on June 6, 2023, which was geolocated to Chapman's house and showed roughly 10 running laptops. On May 15, 2024, Christina was arrested for fraud and identity theft. She was given the court date of July 24, 2025. In hopes of receiving leniency with sentencing, she pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit wire fraud, aggravated identity theft, and conspiracy to launder monetary instruments, and received a sentencing of 102 months in prison. She writes, "I just want people to know that I do truly feel horrible about anyone that was harmed, and I apologize sincerely." As Christina sits in prison, we can be certain that there is no free lunch, and that companies, although powerful, are never truly secure and safe. Perhaps if the companies she and the North Korean operatives had infiltrated were using identity and access management services, they could have discovered the fraud earlier or prevented it entirely. Thank you for watching.